Tesla Performance, Tesla Model Y. I think it's the best Tesla. Now, battery degradation, resale value, these are things that people have concerns about. Charging time, in between, you're going to the grocery store, you're making deliveries, you go on road trips. This is why most people are hesitant to buy and invest into electric cars, and insurance costs and upfront costs on down payments. But if you got the capital and the lifestyle, this may be the car for you.
Model Y Performance is really a vehicle that's designed for the person who really cares about their activity, really pays attention to the training, the equipment, the pieces that go into their adventure, their activity, the thing that they're really passionate about.
Not doing oil changes, not waiting at the gas station, but then you got to wait at the electric charging station, or you can charge at home for half of the price, off-peak hours.
The Model Y Performance is better than it's ever been in terms of its performance specs. We go 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds, 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. With the new cells and all of the efficiency improvements, we've also increased range up to 306 miles on the EPA cycle, or 500.
306 miles. Of course, you're probably not going to get 306 miles, but I can get, 500 miles on my RAV4, my 2024 RAV4 Hybrid. I can get 500 miles. Now, again, it's all about your lifestyle. I drive a lot. Soon, I won't be driving a lot, but then I keep saying that every year. I'm still driving a lot, but 306 miles, I don't think that's going to do it for me. I would have to, I actually do have charging here where I live. So that actually might work. It would be just the upfront cost. This would just definitely be a new experience and sort of a test, but an expensive test. So if I got the capital for it, I'll do it. If not, then, or my mind might change. I might do something else.
80 kilometers on the WLTP.
The aerodynamic platform of the new Model Y Performance has been vastly improved compared to the previous product. You look at the vehicle, you will notice how we have now a longer frontal splitter and rear diffuser, together with a reduced ride height and an extended rear spoiler.
Reduced ride height. I'm not going to be taking it off-road, but I would like to be staying clear of, standing water. So reduced ride height is going to, be more aerodynamic, move faster apparently. But electric car, standing water, I'd rather have the ride height higher and sacrifice performance. That's just me. Otherwise, I'll just get a sports car or Model 3.
At the front of the vehicle, we retained the confident cross-car lamp that we have on premium Model Y. Working down from there, we reprofiled the front fascia with a longer front splitter that improves downforce and high-speed stability.
Tires, for me, are one of the most engineered part of the vehicle. This tire comes with a lot of lateral grip and a lot of longitudinal grip that give you those great acceleration numbers and deceleration numbers.
In the arachnid wheels, we have these new aero covers. These also work with our aero team very well.
Those are Pirelli. I guess standard, they come with Pirelli.
Massively reducing aerodynamic drag compared to the previous performance.
So when the air comes around through the front, through the vent, it comes over the wheel and it hits these wheel caps, and you get a much tighter flow across the side of the vehicle that keeps it really slick in that straight line when you're talking about range.
So overall, you get a package which is going to give you at least the same comfort of the premium product, but as well can transform into that high-performing, fun-to-drive vehicle whenever you want.
Inside new Model Y Performance, the seat has a very sporty, contoured upper portion that helps with lateral support whilst driving spiritedly, but also is extremely comfortable. On the lower, we have an all-new powered bolster that can extend to support the thigh.
We're really emphasizing the sporty character through key CMF materials like the carbon fiber, the micro suede, the badging, and the aluminum features.
When you put all that together, you end up with a car that is super performant for its class, But we've also thrown in some engineering changes to the suspension and aerodynamics that allow us to soften up the rear end and give an overall better riding experience, in addition to the performance that we got from all of the powertrain improvements.
The design evokes an expression of sportiness, but also has the utility that we've come to know in every Model Y. So you can take your gear to your adventure in style, arrive in style, and have had an amazing journey along the way.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good, but the same issues I still have is my main issue would be battery degradation over 5 years. And if I want to drive a lot, I have to charge more automatically because I drive a lot. And that's going to decrease the capacity for the battery over time. And I believe the equivalent gasoline vehicle is still better, like engine efficiency over time with gasoline is still better. But again, if you, I guess you can lease it, but then you're limited on the miles you can drive if you lease it. So it's kind of you got to make the investment. You know, you want to drive, well, you know, depending on how you get in the car. You know, when I get the car, I drive a lot. So it's going to go through cycles of charging more frequently, and I'll be concerned about that. But overall, it looks like a decent car, and I like that you don't have to do an oil change. But for now, we shall stick to hybrids. In the future, that may change.